it's interesting. I don't think anyone reading the New York Times would have a clear sense that we just basically left the same gang in power. And the only place I'm seeing clear reporting is in places like Bloomberg. The business news seems to be clear about about the nature of the problem.
They're always better in some ways. The business report, they were really good on Trump sanctions on Russian oil. It was if you read a lot of the press, you'd think, oh, Trump was being tough on Russian oil. And then you would read the oil press and they'd go, actually, prices of crude are declining because the market doesn't believe these are going to make any real difference. So that's often the case. You can find out a great deal in the more specialist press, which understands the economic behavior behind the actions, than you can looking at what is being said. I mean, I think this is really worrying about how Trump has really cowed the press, and he can say any old, can I say batshit stuff? Yeah, he can say any old thing about, oh, we're controlling things, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and he has no ability to necessarily do any of this, and yet it's repeated widely that, oh, the United States now will control Venezuela. But that's simply based on the President of the United States saying he is going to do that. And that we allow these things to go, I think, unchallenged too much. And one thing that also particularly bugged me is now people are reframing the Monroe Doctrine as saying the United States believes it can always interfere in the Western Hemisphere whenever it wants. It was far more complex than that, and there's always been a debate about it. And yes, there have been parts of it like that, Theodore Roosevelt, but there was also Franklin Roosevelt and the Good Neighbor policy that openly rejected that. So the Monroe Doctrine was never what Trump says clearly it is, or the Donroe Doctrine, I guess is the way he called it the other day. But we seem to just have dumbed down everything to live in this Trumpite world where we just take what he says and said, okay, there must be something to that because the president of the USA says it.
I mean, it's an amazing thing that we have this sort of crude, we're going to seize resources view of the world on the part of Trump. And, it's which is well over a century out of date. I mean, it's sort of Norman Angell, The Great Illusion. This hasn't been the way the world worked since the Industrial Revolution got seriously underway.